The world does not care about your hopes, your softness, or your dreams. It only respects pressure, power, and presence every day. Life is testing you, asking one question: are you strong enough to survive, or will you collapse like the rest? The world will crush you unless you become ruthless. Ruthless doesn't mean cruel. It means unbreakable. It means you choose strategy over emotion, discipline over impulse, and strength over weakness. It means you stop giving people the weapons they use to destroy you. The weak are not defeated. They volunteer to lose. They hand their peace to others. They allow disrespect. They lower their standards and call it kindness. Machiavelli warned, if you are too soft, you will be ruled. If you hesitate, someone bolder will take everything from you. You don't need to hurt others. You simply need to stop letting others hurt you. Ruthlessness begins with silence. People cannot manipulate what they cannot predict. Speak less, observe more. Let others reveal themselves while you remain unreadable. When you are unpredictable, you become untouchable. Ruthlessness grows with boundaries. Never allow people to drain you, disrespect you, or distract you. Protect your time like a king protects his throne. If someone tries to cross a line in it quickly, the longer you tolerate disrespect, the deeper it roots itself. Ruthlessness is choosing purpose over comfort. Every great strategist knows comfort weakens you. Pressure shapes you. When life becomes hard, don't complain, tighten your grip. Hard moments are the forge where strong minds are created. Ruthlessness is emotional control. Do not react fast. Do not react loudly. React strategically. When someone expects anger, show indifference. When they expect fear, show calm. When they want you to break, stand even taller. Power belongs to the one who remains composed. Ruthlessness is clarity. Know what you want. Know what you will not accept. Weak people wander. Strong people move with precision. When you know your path, you cannot be manipulated off it. People will call you cold. Let them. People will call you selfish. Let them. People fear what they cannot bend in. That is exactly what you must become. Unbendable. The world only respects two types of people: those who command power and those who are crushed by it. Choose who you will be, because in a world full of predators, survival is not given, it is taken. And if you refuse to become ruthless, life will happily break you. But if you sharpen your mind, strengthen your will, and guard your soul, no force on earth will crush you. No enemy will intimidate you. No obstacle will stop you. Become ruthless not in harming others, but in protecting your destiny. When you decide to become ruthless, something powerful happens inside you. You stop begging for respect, and you start commanding it. You stop chasing people, and they start watching you from a distance. You stop waiting for permission, and you begin building your own throne. Understand this: the world rewards the bold, not the hesitant. Every moment you doubt yourself, someone more decisive takes the opportunity you hesitated on. Every time you let someone mistreat you, you silently train them to devalue you. Every time you hide your ambition, you give your future to mediocrity. Machiavelli believed that greatness belongs to the one who can act with cold precision when others panic. To rise above the ordinary, you must detach from the emotions that sabotage your judgment: fear, guilt, approval-seeking. These are the invisible chains that keep brilliant people trapped in small lives. So break those chains. Be willing to walk alone. Be willing to be misunderstood. Be willing to remove anyone who threatens your peace, confidence, or direction. Ruthlessness means choosing evolution over comfort. Growth is uncomfortable. Discipline is uncomfortable. Being honest with yourself is uncomfortable. But weakness is far more painful in the long run. People fear losing others, so they tolerate toxicity. People fear being disliked, so they shrink themselves. People fear confrontation, so they allow chaos to rule their life. Not you. Not anymore. Your new strategy is simple. If someone disrespects you once, correct them. If they do it twice, distance yourself. If they do it a third time, remove them completely. No drama, no noise, just boundaries enforced with calm, silent confidence. Because ruthlessness is not loud. It is quiet, steady, and unwavering. A ruthless mind doesn't break when people talk. It doesn't fold under pressure. It doesn't seek validation. It focuses on one thing: winning in the long term. You must also understand that compassion is a tool, not a weakness. Use it wisely. Give it to the deserving, not to the draining. Not everyone deserves access to your kindness or your time. Reserve your energy for those who uplift you, challenge you, and match your loyalty. The rest, let them fall away. You are not here to save everyone. You are here to build a life that no one can take from you. The world will test you with disappointments, betrayals, losses, unfairness. Do not cry when life hits hard. Collect information. Every betrayal teaches you who not to trust. Every setback teaches you where you were unprepared. Every challenge teaches you what strength you still need to build. This is ruthless wisdom. Never waste pain. Convert it into power. Because when you stop reacting emotionally and start responding strategically, you become the kind of person no one can manipulate, control, or defeat. Ruthlessness also means mastering the art of silence. People reveal everything when you say nothing. They expose their intentions, their insecurities, their motives just by filling the quiet you leave behind. And while they speak recklessly, you study them like a strategist studies the battlefield. This is how to gain advantage without lifting a finger. When you are silent, people cannot measure your emotions. When you are composed, they cannot calculate your breaking point. When you are unreadable, they cannot predict your next move. And when they cannot predict you, they fear you. Ruthlessness is not physical strength, it is psychological dominance. Understand this. The strongest person in any room is the one who is least affected by the chaos around them. Let others gossip. Let others panic. Let others complain. You remain unmoved, focused solely on your mission. A ruthless mind plays the long game. Do not waste energy proving yourself to people who aren't even on your level. Do not chase attention. It is given naturally to those who stand out. Do not explain your standards to the unworthy. They will never understand them. Instead, build quietly, move strategically, rise steadily, and soon, the same people who doubted you will watch your success with trembling confusion. Ruthlessness also means self-mastery. You cannot dominate your life if you cannot dominate your impulses. Control your anger. Use it only when it benefits you. Control your desire. Don't fall for distractions disguised as opportunities. Control your fear. Walk toward what intimidates you until it bows. The world is filled with people who have talent but lack discipline, people who have dreams but lack courage, people who want respect but refuse to earn it. You will not be one of them. You will shape your mind into steel and yielding, unbreakable. You will strengthen your will until no rejection, no betrayal, no failure can shake you. You will build your life with the precision of a general and the patience of a king. And then, something magical happens. People stop trying to control you. Stop trying to test you. Stop trying to play with you. Because they realize one truth. You are no longer a soft target. You are a strategic threat. This is the transformation Machiavelli spoke of. Not cruelty, not chaos, but unshakable power. Built from discipline, clarity, and resilience. Become ruthless in your purpose. And the world will move around you, not against you. Become ruthless in your standards. And you'll attract only those worthy of your time. Become ruthless in your silence. And your presence alone will command respect. And remember, the world does not break the ruthless. It bows to them. But understand this clearly. Becoming ruthless is not an act. It is a transformation. It is the moment you stop waiting for someone to choose you, save you, or validate you, and you step into the role of your own savior, strategist, and protector. Most people move through life like fragile glass, easily offended, easily broken, easily controlled. They react to everything, question nothing, and fall for everyone who pretends to care. They live at the mercy of emotions they never learned to command. You will not. A ruthless mind knows how to detach. When someone tries to provoke you, you don't react. When someone tries to guilt trip you, you don't fold. When someone tries to manipulate you, you see through them instantly because your vision is no longer clouded by fear or insecurity. This ability to detach is one of the highest forms of power. It frees you from the trap of emotional slavery. It allows you to see people as they truly are, not as you wish they were. And when you see clearly, you choose wisely. You stop inviting chaos into your life. You stop clinging to people who drain your spirit. You stop arguing with fools who want to drag you down to their level. A ruthless person protects their energy like a lion protects its territory. No entry without purpose. No access without loyalty. No respect without consistency. Machiavelli taught that the greatest leaders were feared not for their violence, but for their discipline and unpredictability. True ruthlessness is the ability to remain calm in storms that make others panic, to make decisions others are too afraid to make, to walk away from anything that threatens your peace, even if your heart wants to stay. And when you master this, people start treating you differently. They watch their words around you. They hesitate before disrespecting you. They sense your boundaries without you speaking a single word. Your presence becomes a silent command, not a request. This is the power of inner ruthlessness. But there is another layer, self-respect. So high that mediocrity cannot touch you. You stop choosing comfort over progress. You stop clinging to habits that weaken you. You stop chasing people who are not aligned with your future. Every decision you make must go through one filter. Does this strengthen me or weaken me? If it weakens you, abandon it without hesitation. If it strengthens you, commit to it without fear. This is the philosophy of the unbreakable. The world cannot crush a person who refuses to negotiate their value. It cannot intimidate a person who has conquered their own mind. It cannot defeat a person who has trained themselves to rise every time they fall. The ruthless do not avoid pain, they use it. They do not fear loss, they learn from it. They do not seek comfort, they seek power, clarity, and growth. And this is the truth no one will tell you. You were not meant to be soft. You were not meant to be controlled. You were not meant to live small. You were meant to become someone whose strength is felt the moment you enter a room, someone who commands respect without asking for it, someone who is so mentally fortified that life itself must bow to your resilience. So rise, sharpen your will, become the kind of person even chaos hesitates to challenge. Because once you become ruthless, the world no longer crushes you, the world clears a path for you. Real power is silent. Real power moves without announcing itself. Real power doesn't need to convince, explain, or argue. Real power is recognized instantly because it shifts the atmosphere when it enters a room, and that is the version of yourself you must create. A person who doesn't tremble when things fall apart. A person who doesn't collapse when people betray them. A person who doesn't panic when life becomes uncertain. A person who stands tall even when the ground is shaking beneath their feet. That is ruthless strength. Most people react emotionally to everything. They get angry too quickly. They get excited too quickly. They get disappointed too quickly. They get attached too quickly. The ruthless person is different. They do not give anyone the power to pull them up or break them down. They remain in control of themselves at all times. Why? Because Machiavelli understood this principle. The one who controls him self-controls the outcome. So you must train yourself to pause before reacting, to think before speaking, to analyze before deciding, to watch carefully before moving. A person who moves with intention is unstoppable. Ruthlessness also means understanding that not everyone deserves access to you. Some people drain your energy. Some dim your ambition. Some weaken your clarity. Some slow your progress. A ruthless mind has no guilt in cutting these people off. Not out of anger, out of survival. Your future is too important to sacrifice for someone who adds no value to it. Walk away from anyone who tries to cage you, control you, or confuse you. Walk away from those who pretend to care, but disappear when you need them. Walk away from those who demand your loyalty, but never offer their own. You owe them nothing. Your life is a battlefield, and every minute wasted on the wrong people is a minute stolen from your destiny. Ruthlessness is also found in discipline. Getting up early when your mind wants rest. Working when your emotions beg for comfort. Moving forward when fear whispers stop. Every act of discipline sharpens your edge. Every sacrifice builds your endurance. Every small victory strengthens your belief. And belief, unshakable belief, is the root of all real power. When you believe in your path with absolute certainty, the world bends around you. Opportunities move toward you. People begin to follow you. Enemies hesitate before approaching you. Because the confident are feared and the ruthless are respected. Remember this: the world does not reward the polite, the hesitant, or the overly forgiving. It rewards those who stand firm, think sharply, and protect themselves without apology. Become the person who cannot be intimidated. Become the person who cannot be manipulated. Become the person who cannot be broken. Not through cruelty, but through clarity, discipline, and emotional mastery. This is the path of the modern Machiavellian. This is the mindset of the unbeatable. This is how you rise from being crushed. There comes a moment in everyone's life when they realize a painful truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your friends, not your family, not society, not luck. Your survival, your success, your rise, these are your responsibilities alone. Most people collapse when they realize this. You will not, because this truth is not a burden, it is freedom. It means nothing can stop you except your own hesitation. Machiavelli warned that the world is ruled by those who can act decisively when others freeze. So stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop doubting yourself. Stop negotiating with fear. Make your mind a fortress. Make your decisions final. Make your presence impossible to ignore. Ruthlessness is learning to walk into storms without trembling. While others break under pressure, you adapt. While others complain, you calculate. While others chase sympathy, you chase solutions. Every time life knocks you down, stand back up with a colder stare and a sharper strategy. That is how power is built. And don't be fooled, your rise will threaten people. They will smear you, question you, mock you. Weak people hate what they cannot control, and they cannot control someone who refuses to bend. So let them talk. Let them misjudge you. Let them misunderstand your silence, your distance, your ambition. While they waste time gossiping, you are moving. While they dim their own potential, you are sharpening yours. While they cling to comfort, you are building an empire out of discipline. This is the art of becoming untouchable. Remember, you don't need everyone to like you. You don't need everyone to understand you. You only need one thing: self-command. A man who commands himself commands his future. He becomes immune to manipulation, immune to chaos, immune to emotional traps. The world cannot use you if it cannot predict you. People will try to test your limits. They will provoke you, hoping to see cracks. Do not give them the satisfaction. A ruthless mind does not break, it calculates. Smile when they expect anger. Stay calm when they expect fear. Rise higher when they expect you to fall. Soon they will realize their tests were pointless because you are not their equal. You are operating on a level they cannot comprehend. And understand this final principle: ruthlessness is not about destroying others. It is about refusing to let others destroy you. It is choosing purpose over popularity. It is choosing strength over softness. It is choosing the future over momentary comfort. When you live with ruthless clarity, the world no longer crushes you. It clears a path for you. You become the one who sets the tone, the one others adjust themselves around, the one who moves with such certainty that even fate hesitates before crossing you. So rise with a cold mind and a disciplined spirit. Rise with a heart that feels deeply but bends for no one. Rise with the mindset of someone who refuses to lose, because once you decide, you will not be crushed. Nothing, no person, no failure, no force can stop your ascent. There comes a moment in every person's life when they must choose. Continue living as a victim of circumstance, or rise as the architect of their destiny. Most people never rise. They surrender to pressure, surrender to fear, surrender to the opinions of those who have achieved nothing. But not you, because you are learning the one truth that separates the rulers from the ruled. You don't beg for validation, you validate yourself through action. You don't crumble under stress, you sharpen under it. Only the disciplined survive, but only the strategic dominate. Ruthlessness means seeing the world as it is, not as you wish it to be. People are driven by self-interest. Power respects power. Loyalty is rare. Weakness is exploited. These are not negative truths, they are survival truths. Once you accept this, your entire life changes. You stop giving second chances to those who failed the first. You stop trying to convince people of your worth. They can see it or they can leave. You stop lowering your standards just to keep the peace. Your peace is too valuable to bargain with. Machiavelli warned, it is better to be feared than loved. If you cannot be both, why? Because love is conditional, but fear is consistent. Fear protects you from betrayal. Fear keeps enemies cautious. But understand this clearly. The fear you must command is not built from aggression. It is built from discipline, silence, and unshakable self-respect. You command fear when you don't tolerate disrespect. You command fear when you walk away without explaining yourself. You command fear when you don't flinch under pressure. People respect strength, but they bow to resilience. And don't misunderstand, ruthlessness isn't about harming others. It's about refusing to let others harm you. It's about outgrowing those who hold you back. It's about choosing your future over temporary comfort. A ruthless mind knows what to ignore, knows when to walk away, knows when to stay silent. This is psychological warfare, and most battles are won not with fists, but with patience, calm, and a mind that refuses to break. It wants to see what makes you angry, what makes you insecure, what makes you lose control, because once they know your weakness, they own you. So give them nothing. Be unreadable, be steady, be untouchable. And when they finally realize that nothing can shake you, they stop trying. That is real power. You must now step into a new version of yourself, a version guided by strategy, not emotion, a version that moves with purpose, not impulse, a version that understands that life rewards the uncompromising, the focused, the ruthlessly disciplined. Remember, the world crushes the soft-hearted, the indecisive, the emotionally reactive, but it crowns those who are unyielding, strategic, and relentless. Become that person and watch how fear turns into respect, doubt turns into admiration. There comes a moment in every person's life where they must decide, will I keep living as a victim of circumstances, or will I rise as the architect of my destiny? Most people never rise. They break under pressure, surrender to fear, and call it fate. They let society shape them, let people use them, let emotions blend them. They become soft without even realizing it. But you are not meant for that kind of life. Machiavelli said that fortune favors the bold, not the passive. The world does not reward the good, it rewards the capable. It rewards those who know when to act with heart and when to act with cold, sharp strategy, because too much heart destroys you, too much softness blinds you, too much tolerance weakens your throne. They build systems that guarantee it. A ruthless person does not cry over who left. They calculate who contributed and who was dead weight. This is the mindset that empowers kings, leaders, empire builders, not anger, not vengeance, but a crystal clear understanding of their value and their mission. Ruthlessness is the shield that protects your peace. It is the sword that cuts away the unnecessary. You walk differently. You speak differently. You think differently. People feel your presence without you saying a word. You are no longer someone who bends under pressure. You are someone who applies pressure. And life suddenly stops throwing chaos at you and starts stepping aside for you. Because the ruthless are not chosen by the world. The ruthless choose themselves. They forge themselves. They endure what others run from. They evolve beyond what others understand. They rise where others collapse. And in this rise, a new version of you is born. Calm under fire. Focused under noise. Unmoved by opinions. Driven by purpose. This is the type of person the world cannot crush. This is the type of mind people cannot manipulate. This is the type of spirit life cannot break. Become this version of yourself and watch how everything around you changes, from relationships to opportunities to destiny itself. The world will not wait for you. It will not show mercy. Ruthlessness is also about choosing your battles wisely. Not every fight deserves your energy. Not every insult deserves a response. The ruthless conserve their strength for the conflicts that matter, the ones that will advance their position, protect their power, and secure their destiny. Every wasted skirmish weakens you. Every strategic strike strengthens you. You must learn to read people like an open book. Observe their motives, their fears, their weaknesses. The world is full of people who reveal more than they realize. Watch them closely, and you will know exactly when to act. Strike too early, and you alert them. Strike too late, and you lose the advantage. Precision is everything. Ruthlessness is resilience in the face of betrayal. Expect it, anticipate it, and when it comes, let it harden you rather than break you. Every betrayal is a lesson, every deception an opportunity to sharpen your judgment. Those who are unprepared will crumble under the weight of treachery, but the ruthless turn it into a weapon. Control your mind, body, and reputation. Ruthlessness demands self-awareness like a warrior demands a sword. Know your strengths and sharpen them relentlessly. Know your weaknesses and either eliminate them or use them strategically. The world will exploit what you ignore. The ruthless anticipate their vulnerabilities and transform them into advantages. You cannot be swayed by opinion, flattery, or manipulation. People will try to bend you to their desires, to their expectations, to their limitations. Do not comply. Stand firm. Ruthlessness begins with the refusal to surrender your mind, your goals, your dignity. Those who bend easily are crushed. Those who resist inevitably rise. Ruthlessness requires action, not words. Many people talk about their plans, their dreams, their ambitions, but words alone are powerless. The world respects results. Move silently, strike decisively, and let your accomplishments speak for themselves. Every act of preparation, every calculated risk, every quiet victory compounds into a fortress no one can breach. The ruthless understand the value of patience. Instant gratification is the trap of the weak. Strategic patience allows you to gather information, conserve energy, and strike at the exact moment. That guarantees maximum impact. Wait for the opening, and when it comes, attack with precision. Ruthlessness is also about emotional discipline. Do not be swayed by fear, anger, or desire. These are the chains the world uses to control the weak. Instead, cultivate detachment. Observe calmly, decide rationally, act strategically. Your calm in the storm is your power, your weapon, and your shield. Ruthlessness demands boundaries. Protect your time, your resources, and your energy. People will try to exploit your generosity, your patience, your tolerance. Remove what is toxic. Distance what is draining. Silence what is manipulative. Boundaries are not cruelty, they are self-preservation. The world will test you relentlessly. It will betray you without hesitation. It will challenge your every move. And in those moments, remember, the ruthless are not broken by trials, they are forged by them. Pressure strengthens resolve. Adversity builds skill. Betrayal sharpens judgment. Every challenge is a lesson, and every lesson is a weapon. Ruthlessness is the ultimate freedom. Freedom from manipulation, freedom from control, freedom from fear, freedom to pursue your destiny with clarity, courage, and precision. To the ruthless, the world is not a threat, it is a canvas, and they are the artist. You must decide today. Will you continue to be crushed by life, tossed around by circumstance, and manipulated by others? Or will you rise in yielding, disciplined, and ruthless? Because the world does not reward kindness, it does not honor weakness, and it does not wait for the unprepared. The world only respects one thing, power that is controlled, calculated, and unstoppable, and that power begins with you.